Hello, friends. Day 47 of my challenge. It is Storytime Sunday, and I thought about what I could share. And if you know me, I don't remember a lot of events, to be honest. But obviously, through my life, certain things have happened, and so certain things stick out in my mind, even though there are vague details. Apparently, my brother, he remembers everything. Thompson, I don't know. He's like, do you remember this? I'm like, nope. Remember this? Nope. He says, how can you not remember? I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember. So certain things do stand out to me, and so this one a number of events, and so I grew up in Langley, and I went to. Hey Donna, good to see you. So I grew up in Langley, and I went to an inner city school, elementary, and I remember in grade 5, I think it was, either grade 4 or grade 5, and there was a new kid. His name was Robbie, and when he got to school, for some reason, the kids started to pick on him, and I didn't know why. I would never think of picking on somebody else, like a kid, even though I was a kid at the time. I was, what, 9, 10 years old? And for some reason, the kids started to pick on him, and I remember at lunchtime, we would play soccer. And so at the beginning of lunchtime, we'd split the teams up evenly, and then we start playing. And for some reason, some kids would be like, hey, they didn't want to be on his team. So they say, I'm changing teams. And they would literally switch teams. And I would be yelling out, you can't do that. That's not in the rules, right? I was a little more rule-based back then. And then after a couple other times, other people would say, hey, I'm changing teams. And again, I didn't think that was right. And I remember one time when he was in net. So he was the goalkeeper. And probably it ended up 12-5 or something like that. And I always started up playing defense, and I was thinking to myself, what the heck am I doing? This is ridiculous. I'm not doing anything. This is not fair. It's not right. And so I decided, okay, well, I'm going to change teams and be on his team then, and help him out. And so I switched teams, and back then I was a decent soccer player, so evened things out a little bit, but still it wasn't right. And kids would make fun of him, call him names, and they were just mean. They were not nice to him, and I wondered why. And so at that time, he lived probably about 4 or 5 blocks from me, and at that time, walking as a kid was quite safe. So I would befriend him, and I would say, hey, introduce, said hi, and kind of just say, hey, you want to come over sometime and play some video games or whatever. I forget, but just to hang out, right? Because he really didn't have any friends at our school, and I figured that wouldn't be a great experience. Obviously, he had troubles at home, but I didn't really know much at the time, and so I just remember we became friends, and I was just being nice to him, right? I saw no reason to be mean. And then I remember one time he did something. Again, I'm not great with the details, but he did something that just made me question him. Like, dude, I'm your only friend, and you're treating me like crap. So I basically don't get out of here, go home, or whatever it is, right? And after probably a week or something, or at least a few days, I guess I felt kind of bad. So I walked to his home, and just to, make amends and just kind of see how he's doing. And when I got there, he had left. His family had left. And I was like, oh, what the heck? I wasn't even able to just chat with him and see what was up. And the story kind of ends there, but I guess my message with that is, if you can be anything, just be kind. You never know what people are going through. Maybe he acted poorly towards me because he was leaving. I don't know, right? But hurting people hurt people, right? The people that may hurt you in some way, they're probably hurting in some way in their own life. And so if you can understand that, just know that I don't think most people intentionally try to hurt other people. And yeah, like again, it's a short story, but I don't know exactly all the details and all the reasons why things happen that way, but never saw him ever since. He was at the school very short period of time. Obviously there was issues at home. I didn't see much of it. I heard some of it, just yelling, but I didn't know much that was going on. And so that's just a short story that I just want to share with you guys. Just to remind you that we all go through some stuff in our life, and if anything, just please be kind to one another. All right. That is all for tonight. Hope you are doing well, and I will talk to you soon.